Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the step up spawn, and I'm going to be doing it a bit early, so yay! I'm going to go back to my schedule once these 40 costs are done. Today is going to be a break for 40 costing, so that way I can actually talk about it pretty dang early. So that way you could get the video. I'm sorry about that right there. That was uncontrollable. But anyways, moving on from there, let's actually talk about the step up spawn and whether it'd be worth it or not for you to spend. Okay, so the first thing you want to notice is the actual job about is actually going to do the full step up spawn and what they have in here. So that way you're getting to the process of what you're getting. You already know what you kind of know what to expect when you're actually doing this and stuff like that. Just in case you're new, or you watch my step up videos too much, you're very unsure about these spawns yourself, or you just want some like you want a second mind on this whole topic or anything surrounding that. So okay, it's going to be 50 gems for the first one. It's going to be 25 cost or higher SSR gear piece guaranteed. The second one's going to be one select guaranteed SSR gear piece, and then from there, when you reach step 3, you're guaranteed an SSR monster. It's going to be a full 95 gems. 30 plus 50 equals 80 plus 15 equals 95. So it's going to be a full 95 gems for what they have to offer. And what they have to offer it here is they got, okay, so with the guaranteed monsters, it's going to start off with 237s, and then there's going to be I think 436s, and then there are going to be 335s, and then there's going to be like 434s. So the amount of 36 and 34 costs are the same, nearly 35 and everything surrounding that. So unlike the monster spawn, 34 costs, monsters are not overwhelming the spawn. So I'm not sure if they're going to have better rates for sure, but it actually looks like it, considering that 34 costs are the lowest, and considering that there's not a lot of 34 costs compared to like the monster spawn. That means like all the rates won't be completely empowering. Like these things are kings and queens of the spawn on the 34 costs. 34 costs are kind of like the jokers, not the kings or the queens yet, I guess you could say. But anyways, moving on from there. So yeah, it looks like compared to the monster spawn, you might actually have shots. I'm not sure, because these step up spawns before, step up spots have been a bit iffy on the rates. By a bit iffy, I mean like they usually don't give like good shots for you to get higher costs than the cost guaranteed, unlike the SSR feature gear piece and maybe the monster spawn. I'm not exactly sure, because I've done it a few times. I haven't done a significant amount to really say myself, but the step up spots have been a bit iffy sometimes with their rates. So at least it looks like they're gonna have better rates than the monster spots. I'm not 100% sure yet. And then in the gear piece down here, they offering whoa, I just realized everything they have in here is star elements. So everything they have, monsters and gear, which they should have done way before. If you done it way before the dark, not the dark, but the dark and light element came out for sure, like the 40 cost dragons, you would have got profit off this A team. You absolutely probably would have got more profit, but considering dark and light 40 cost dragons are about to expire, dark is going to expire 2 days from now. Every 40 cost dragon is going to expire by the end of tomorrow. It's not going to be as worth it as it was before, because that's the only reason people would really even need the star elements at this point right now, is because of the 40 cost dragons, and they're going to expire tomorrow. So there'd be no purpose. There legitimately be no purpose whatsoever in doing these whatsoever. But anyways, let's actually get to this. Okay, so 34 cost armors and 33 cost weapons are literally going to be the highest cost they're going to have. If you go down, it's literally going to go as low as 30 costs. Well, they only have a weapon set that's going to be 30 costs. They don't have any armors that are going to be 30 costs. Then they skipped from 30 costs to 32 costs, and then they got the 33 cost armors, and then we're back to the highest cost right here, as you can see right here. So that's pretty much how that's going to work out, everything like that. Like I think it's like a total of like 4 sets in here, and then like 3 of those sets including armors, and that's really all they got right here. So that's pretty much how that's going to work out and everything surrounding it. But anyways, moving on from there. So okay, so they're going to also have, I also forgot to mention, in the second step up, you're getting half an ether. So you're at least getting something bonus for what they have to offer, because looking at the spawn is definitely not worth it. I would stay away from the spawn. 95 gems is definitely not a good deal for what they have to offer in the step up spawn. In the previous step up spawns they've done before they even started the low-key tequila thing, right before they started the low-key tequila thing, I think, maybe a few months before, They had a step up spot. The step up spot was legitimately 45 gems, and it was a monster step up spot. Let me tell you, it was gorgeous, because at least like the second step up, this is the full 45 gems. So all 3 steps were 45 gems in this monster spot, and during the second step up, you were getting rates up on the guaranteed monsters in the list. So not only were you guaranteed a monster at the 3rd step up, you actually had a fighting chance. And by a fighting chance, I don't mean you're actually going to be like having a high rates, but at least it was possible now. Thanks to their rates up, they made it possible. You're not guaranteed you won't have high rates to get any monster the second step up, but it was possible thanks to that to actually get it 2 monsters or even more during the second step up, because of the second step up. And this was all 45 gems back then. This was all 45 gems. This was a monster spot guaranteed. When I first started, they were doing like share bonuses and stuff like that, and those were a lot more less free to play friendly and all that stuff. And then they finally stopped doing these treasure spots and share bonus spots. It just said, screw it, you know what, we're gonna stop that, and then we're gonna throw all these featured monsters in the step up spawn instead. And because they did that, first it was a bit rough, but after a while it started getting better. Then they came out with like the monster spawn, the SSR feature gear piece, and it pretty much destroyed the step up spawn. The step up spawn kind of like, you rest in peace for the step up spawn. But anyways, they had a good progression system for about like half a year of this game for spawns, because free to plays could actually get really dang strong because of what they had to offer in the gear spots monster wise. And now that they took that away, for this like being an example, this is not worth it. This is really not worth it, because they actually had a weapon spawn before, right? It was a weapon step up spawn, 45 gems. I still wouldn't recommend it personally, but at least if you're gonna make like the step up worth what would be 2 step ups, nearly 2 step ups at least beforehand, you should really make them like actually like both of the step ups, because 45 gems and 50 plus 50 is 100. So 45 plus 45 is not even 100. I think that's 95. I'm not exactly sure. I might be a bit off. No, I think that's actually 90. So that's 90 gems right there. 2 of those full step ups back then would have been 90 gems. This is 95 gems, so that's even 5 gems more. So if you're gonna make a step up like this, 95 gems, at least make it like both of those step ups. Instead of offering like cost 25 or higher SSR gear pieces, make them like cost 30 or higher SSR gear pieces. Make them like 30 to 30, make them like 35 or 36 costs when they get to ultra rare. And for the arbors, make it 36 or 37 when it gets to ultra rare, because honestly the price that they have is absolutely not worth it. It's same for the ether. Some of you might be like, oh, but they offer a half ether in here, AzureWrath. Isn't that a good thing? They do the same thing in the treasure spawn, except instead of a half ether, it's a whole ether. And in fact, you actually don't just get a chance to get the whole ether one of the drops. One of the chests, you have a chance to get 2 droplets of ether, or an awakening orb once, or an awakening orb twice. And awakening orbs are going to be a lot more harder to obtain in ethers, because at least with ethers, even as a free to play, you can obtain like 2 full ethers a month, not spawning whatsoever, absolutely not spawning whatsoever. And that's like without the ordeals and all the extra missions and the events they have going on. I'm just talking about through the lemon cookies themselves, let alone the events that you're actually able to obtain ethers in, because ethers are nearly in every event. Whether you're getting droplets of ethers or full ethers, they're nearly in every piece of events that you're actually doing, or nearly every event that you're going to be doing. So definitely not worth the price it is. I personally would recommend staying away from the spawn. And like, as you're adding more cost to this game A team, I'm gonna say this again, you need to bump the guaranteed list for sure, because like this stuff's gonna be outdated, it's gonna be falling behind, and you've been doing 33 or 34 cost guaranteed for a long time, back when I think 35 cost was the highest you started doing that stuff. So you need to work on that, and that's my intake for the spawn. Not good spawn, good concept, but not good spawn whatsoever. It's kind of like a ripoff, to be fairly honest. By kind of, I mean it is a ripoff. So thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and I hope this helped out. This is the AzureWrath, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.